some minor internet issues. Australian GP, in which Butler seemed to openly ignore a direct team order. It's self-start reflection last season, okay? They clicked about when Connorsport finally commented on what happened in Melbourne. They were critical of Butler. The headline, they expect better from him. And who can blame them? Whichever way you look at the situation, it's difficult to escape. In conclusion, that Devon Butler is a driver who has let down his team. Even his fans are finding it increasingly difficult to defend his actions. Butler's charisma alone isn't enough to cover up the problem. The significant, but Connorsport hands it tidy, and if they'd want to drop a driver mid-season, the team is largely funded by a single investor who happens to be Devon Butler's father. Yeah. I reckon Atman will be watching him while hanging by the sofa today. Connorsport will have to get it right. Where's the Butler fan? Either fan. Kick it off. They started well, some uneven performances, but that happens to most teams. People forget this is only their second year. Interview. Hey Devon, we know there's a lot of focus on you in the press right now after Melbourne. We're looking to stem the tide, but we thought maybe we could arrange an interview for you. We have a knack of spinning stories, and we could use that to our advantage, help make the story go away. Thanks for the chat earlier, I appreciate your honesty. My door's always open. I know you like to deal with things on your own terms, but I'm here to help. Just a quick email confirming your medical checkup at Casper's request. If you head over after the race, they'll be ready to see you. Dry conditions. In the passion, Devon hopes his strong performance will divert the team's attention from any concerns about his health.
Devon, is everything alright?
Fine. Just leave me to it, yeah?
Your teammate ahead is 12.6 seconds. gap behind is 2.1 seconds.
That's my fault.
Nice move, good job.
Also, this coffee is so much nicer to drive.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.3 seconds. Catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now, really good. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, turns out this AI now.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devon Butler spins! He's out!
He just misjudges it and clips the curb. What a mess!
Devon Butler, with that move, is out of the race. He won't want to see that too many times. We want to see him out of the car, though. That's good news.
Big relief there, although he does still look a bit unsteady on his feet, Crofty.
Well, thumbs up to the crowd, but I'd imagine after that, he'll be quite shaken.
Hey.
Okay. It's okay. It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us. I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. I mean, he was at the height of his career. Yeah, what can you say?
How did you feel?
I was devastated. But, 5 years in F1. Can't argue with that. I mean, most people never even get the chance, so... And I was still one of the best while I was out there. You ask anyone.
No, you weren't.
How did you feel when Devon left?
How did I feel?
Butler Estate UK. Devon's sudden retirement, the team Conroys were forced to scramble in an attempt to find a new driver who can replace his performance on the track.
But if we are going to hit our targets, we need another driver. A permanent one. And fast.
But we are mid-season. It's impossible.
Given the circumstances, do you think you can grant us a bit of leeway on the contract?
I have the projections. If Connorsport doesn't reach 5th place in the Constructors this season, the returns simply aren't worth my time. That was always the deal. And it still is.
But with a little extra time, perhaps we...
Stop! The deal stands. And without Devon driving, there's now little of interest for me beyond the contract. It's just business.
There must be something we can do.
So, legacy is obviously important to you, Davidoff. As a father, I totally get that. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter? Why don't we give the seat to Callie?
No. California will not be signed to Connorsport.
Why not? Just think of the commercial opportunities for the team that signs her, Forget legacy. Oh, you'd be making history.
And you'll be giving a phenomenal talent her first break into F1. It's the right thing to do. You know she deserves it.
The daughter who took her mother's name to spite me. Nah, she'll never say yes.
Why don't you leave that to me?
Contract still stands, Ackerman. 5th place, or I'm out next season.
One problem at a time, eh?
Do you have the game on Steam?
No, PS5. Very good though. Using the new controller scheme they added for the driving, which is interesting. The F1 calendar waits for no one while Casper and Andrea work to secure a permanent replacement for Devon. The team must turn its attention to the Spanish Grand Prix. Race look at F2 as Callie.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Maya or something like that, and she's now taken Devon's seat 'cause he's going deaf or something. The engineering department are annoyed that you agreed to let sort of home crew take over the garage for part of the upcoming testing sessions. It's going to make their job in the garage much more difficult, especially considering that Aiden will be busy filming and Devon is no longer around. They can do some testing with Noah, a reserve driver, but they want to know if they can adjust today's race strategy to get a head start on gathering specific data about the car. Leading to extreme speculation about Butler's future on the team.
Andrea,
Have you spoken to her yet?
yes, we've spoken.
And what did you say?
she'll be around this weekend, she agreed to come and see me.
You mean you haven't asked her yet?
Of course not. It's a delicate situation. I'm sure she has an idea, but... look, it's not just something you casually ask over the phone, is it?
Why not?
Come on. This is potentially life-changing for her. And the whole family situation needs to be handled with a little, care and respect.
Well, you're the one that knows her. Just make sure she says yes and fast. I'm finding it difficult to keep fielding questions about the future of Conesport.
Yeah, I read part of that interview. Could almost feel you squirm.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, I'll call you as soon as I know.
Okay, future of the team. Conesport are yet to release an official statement about precisely what happened at Imola, but Butler has not been seen since, leaving Conesport's reserve Nobel set to start the second Grand Prix in Barcelona this weekend. Paddock gossip is rife with the reasons of Devon Butler's absence. Some say he quit Conesport frustration, some say the infighting with his father became too much to bear, and others, perhaps more realistic, speculating to potential medical condition. Whatever the case, we're sure to find out the truth before long, and hope to see an indomitable Devon Butler back in the driving seat soon. Conesport, a port in a storm. Small mercies and their struggles on track are evident, but word from the paddock suggests that Conesport are at least winning one battle, start of the winning hearts and minds. This also suggests that more established teams and drivers have a lot of time for Conesport and a lot of sympathy for their struggles. Some point to their own experience at newer teams and how long it takes to get properly up and running. However, F1 is a fickle sport, and perhaps their general reluctance to go on the record is an indicator of how quickly tides can turn and things change. Social, anything green or blue? Nope. Emails, I'll head on over. Kath, I'm already here. Landed in Spain last night and just arrived at the track. I have a few bits to finish up this, and then I'll head straight over to Conesport. Really looking forward to seeing you and catching up. I've got so much to tell you. Also intrigued to why you couldn't talk on the phone earlier, and you said you need to see me. You better not be up to something. Gasper, they published the trackside chat review. I did not edit it. It'd be great if you can keep it on top of anything Devon related. Okay. Callie called. Yes, she does suspect you're going to offer her the seat. Of course she does. I said I couldn't possibly come on, which I guess is a good as confirming it. She's going to find out after the race anyway, right? It's wonderful you're offering her the seat. It'd be good for the sport. Call me when you get this. Oh, please don't see that's going on again. Racing with team's reserve driver. Conesport look to Aiden Jackson to help keep them afloat in the standings while a more permanent replacement for Devon is arranged. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
well, it's a pleasure to have you join
now.
us here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya as we proceed through to race day to see just who will claim victory at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, but it hasn't been used since 2007. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Gasly, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Joe, Sargent, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, De Vries,
Where the fuck are we?
Jackson, Stroll,
Oh, fucking like we
Albon,
lost.
Stroll. And with lights out just moments
Yeah, they
away,
always fuck
it's
up
time
here.
to go down to the
I've
track.
noticed. They say 20 us.
Welcome to the wonderful Catalonia. It's time for the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend. And whilst the season is just a few races old, it's already been one full of drama. So, Natalie Pinkham, who have you got your eye on this weekend?
Well, in Formula One, naturally, the conversation is drawn towards those at the top of the standings, both drivers and teams. But I'm really intrigued by the midfield team of Connor Sport. Devon Butler's absence will definitely be felt. There's no doubt about that, both on and off the track. For me, the interesting thing will be how they move forward without him.
Indeed, almost as many battles off the track as there are on it for Connor Sport at the moment. And Casper Ackermann and his team certainly have their work cut out for them this weekend.
We do.
I know it's been a mad few weeks, mate, but you've always gone well here, so let's get your head down and see what we can do. Come on.
Why is Stroll doing so far down? Hold on, what the fuck is happening?
I know it's been a mad... manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. DRS is now available.
có phải là cái gì rất nhiều thì thật ra cái video còn không
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Yep, I'm not checking the inside.
Good job, nice overtake. Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.7 seconds. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, we're boxing this lap, give us the best in lap you can.
Not with the tires, but the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
fantastic. 2 cars at once. Really well done.
Mercedes business absolutely fire.
Noah's in the pits. Noah is in the pits now. The Ferrari drivers just moved into first place. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind is 22.3 seconds. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Okay, don't have to stop on my head.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
I'll be able to stop in the car for a while. Good result for the team.
Yes, yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Try and hit fucking the start.
So it's Aidan Jackson propping up Connosport here today. But the big news off the track is the speculation about this team and whether or not they'll see out the season with their current lineup.
Well, I think they'll have to sign a new driver, Crofty. It's a gamble worth taking.
Well, a mid-season signing would get us all talking, I'm sure, but time will tell. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Before you crash, and yes, it's on hard mode, it's just really easy. We just had Devon Butler quit because he's going deaf.
Well, Connosport are in a bit of an odd situation right now. So, just tell me, what is it like for you today?
Yeah, not so long ago my teammate was Devon and we had a plan sorted out for the rest of the season. Now it's Noah, And for the last couple of races, suddenly nobody's quite sure what the situation is. I've never had to drive in this situation before, so it's all pretty strange, but you do what you can.
Most importantly, how is Devon? And how are you finding it without your teammate?
I've never thought I'd say this, but I do miss him. We're all concerned about him. Devon will be back, even if it's just to annoy me.
Yeah, I know as much as everybody else, so, you know, I saw what happened. I'm obviously very worried for him, and as is everybody else, and, you know, I know he's not fit to drive for us right now. As far as I know, he's working super hard to return to the sport, and, yeah, I wish him well.
Well, there's a lot of talk about what happens if Devon doesn't return. Would Connor Sport be looking for a new driver, do you think?
There's a lot of entirely questions. We're good with our current lineup. It's too soon to talk about that. It's still Devon's seat as far as I'm concerned.
It's not for me to say, but I think it could be a real opportunity for the team to make an exciting signing. There's a lot of talent out there hungry for a shot in F1, and Connor Sport could find themselves in the perfect position to offer them one.
Hi guys.
Thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
This is F1 23. It's actually a very good game. With the Spanish Grand Prix in the books, Connor Sport set their sights on securing their driver lineup for the remainder of 2023. New driver in time for Azerbaijan. Question for this. Yeah, there's the call.
Hey, Casper, you wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did.
Shoot.
Nothing major, really. To be honest, I just wanted to thank you.
Oh.
Casper, the man's taken over team principal.
No, it's more than that. Well, I know why you stayed on the team. And, but I won't lie to you, it's not been easy.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah, but you really stepped up. It's good for me to know that I've got someone like you to rely on.
Always.
Yeah. Look, Aiden, I'll warn you, things may not get any easier, at least not for a while, but, well, we've got something in the pipeline, a potential new driver, and a damn good one.
Who is it?
I can't say, not yet. It's a bit of a gamble, but if they agree, we could have something special.
Nice. And, how is Devon?
Fine. I think... I'm not sure. I mean, Davidoff has closed the door on that one, but... Yeah, he tells me Devon is in a good place, though.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Just, you know, keep doing what you're doing, okay? And now, just get out of here.
Of course. I'll catch you later, Casper.
Anything on the social... Oh, yes, a green one. Jackson, like, guess I'm carrying the team then. Epic driving him today, totally deserves to be up on that podium. Nobel looked distinctly dodgy out there today, new signing then. From TM Marder. Jackson saying he wishes Devon well. Do you really though, Adon? Do you really wish him well? I'm sure he does. Yeah, he'd have to be pretty evil to actually wish poor health on another driver. There was a point about the relationship, not Butler's health. Anything else interesting? Oh yeah, another green. I think Devon being gone, giving Jackson a bit of breathing room, and looks what he's done right up there into the top 3. Casper, this remains against my better judgment, but you and Andrea seem convinced that this is the right direction for the team. Let me know the second you spoke to her. I want updates instant it happens. D. Well done. Update soon, team. You know, I know it's not easy to be, and I know it's not been easy at Connor Sport recently, but I want you all to know that I appreciate your professionalism in the face of such adversity. We know that Devon will not be joining us again this season. I'm incredibly grateful for Noah's efforts in particular, but we still need an additional driver to bring the team back to full strength as soon as we can. In that regard, I hope I hope to have news I can share with you all soon. We appreciate all you've done to make this work. In the meantime, thank you so much, Andrea. Reschedule, Casper. Per your call, we'll find full production schedule attached. we can have them discussed, but feel free to double check that. Let me know if there's anything that looks problematic for you guys. Thank you so much for making this happen. We're all super excited to decide. Just know Aiden's going to be completely brilliant. Are you going to be around on the shoot day? Let me know, and maybe we can grab a coffee. Following our early discussion, I don't think that you need to worry too much. The engineering department is still upset about losing valuable garage time to a filming crew, but they're all incredibly grateful for the opportunity to gather data they need during today's race. That seems to have gone a long way towards smoothing things over with the team. I'll see you in the meeting later. There shouldn't be too many grumbles, but I'm on your side as ever. Okay, no subject. Casper, Davidoff has been in touch. 1 minute he's saying Callie's the right choice, and the next he's saying she's the risk. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he's panicking. So whether it's a legitimate concern or a personal reason, I'm not sure. Would you like me at the meeting with Callie? I'm happy either way. Go to next chapter. We're looking to sign Callie, who, turn of events,
hey, boss,
is
got a couple of
Devon's brother. Aiden has been approached to help promote an F1 sim racing event. He agreed to take part without consulting with us first. The event has already announced his participation on social media. Should we still let him attend? Agree. It's annoying he didn't talk to us about it first. But getting his face out is good for the team. Now there are enough distractions going on this season without this. We need him to focus on driving. It's not ideal, but let's see if we can agree for him to attend over a video. We can keep his commitments without having to leave. There is a lot, but he's already said yeah, and we can't really turn him down. It'd be bad for the team.
Why are you hesitating? You've always dreamt of racing in F1.
Not like this. Do you know what he did?
Oh, your father?
He refused to support me. Said he'd only fund one of his children. Said Devon had better prospects.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Mum used the divorce settlement to help me out, but... And you're only here because he sent you.
No. This was my idea, my decision. And this is me asking you, Callie, not your father. We need a replacement, and I ask for you because I know how good you are. And that's the truth.
I always said I'd do it on my terms, not his.
I'll look out for you. Just like I did in F2.
Will you keep him away from me?
I'll do everything in my power. Everything. To make sure that all you have to think about is driving. Have we got a deal? You might never get this opportunity again. You know that.
Now, I picked Aiden for the role in this film they're trying to shoot. What if I picked Devon? Now he's out with his hearing problem. Several weeks later, with current F2 champion Callie now on board, Casper and the team at Conesport hope that stability on the roster will help garner the results needed to keep pace in the competitive midfield of the grid. We need fourth as well, otherwise we lose Butler Global.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Great news, one of our sponsors are unexpectedly paid a bonus early. There are a number of ways we can use this money. The question is where should we invest it? Getting more performance out of the cars per amount. A happy team is a productive team that's reward them for their hard work and feedback into the bonus part. Our facilities still fall behind our competitors for their team. I've been a dick to them with all this film and shit. News, blah 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 blah.
Davidoff, they stopped me entering the garage just because Callie's in there. It's ridiculous.
We've had this conversation. You need to give her space.
I'll humour you for now, but I don't like being told where I can and can't go around here. Don't forget, you talked me into this.
What does that mean? Talked you into what?
Signing Callie in the first place. I'm just allowing you to take credit for it, that's all.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to blame me.
Well, if you're right about it, there'll be no blame to allocate, will there?
Anything else?
You're a busy man. I'll let you go.
He's a dick. Callie Mayor's first ever F1 race, the eyes on the F1 world are watching this historic day. Out with one Butler, in was another. Oh sorry, not Butler apparently. Mayor, he's a dick. Her father funds the team, her mentor manages the team, and her brother needs replacing. Anyone for nepotism? Oh, fuck off. Dream for Callie every step of the way, so excited to see a woman on the grid. At long last, a modern day female F1 driver. Go on. Hashtag proud. I'd watch out at Aiden Jacks, it won't be long before they replace you with Butler's housekeeper. Now that's a bit rude. Bring back Devon, shut the fuck up. Never liked Devon, to be honest. Davidson, it's a risky move. Shrewd decision back. So that's going to happen. That was a good decision. Callie press time, hey Casper. Just to follow on from our meeting yesterday, we've had another 14 individual requests for interview with Callie. So again, looks like everyone's desperate to take their own take in all. My year in PR, I've never seen anything like it. I communicated to the rest of my team your concerns of protecting Callie as much as things as we can while managing our mandatory commitments. And I couldn't get on the phone, so listen, despite my best efforts not to. I'm meeting up with Evan for lunch. Turns out she can be pretty convincing when she wants to be like mother, like daughter, I guess. I just read the trackside interview. By the way, I don't know what you were so worried about. You came across really well. Although come to think of it, it wasn't my idea for you to mentor her in the first place. They should really be interviewing me. Headline could be like Zoe Ackman is quietly changing the face of F1. What do you think? I'll suggest it to Evelyn when we meet. Maybe she'll have thoughts. That's a wrap. Thank you for all those should help us to shoot well. They also here for us. But that's a wrap from your side of things. Please pass on our best on the sport again. Callie Mayor already 12. Let's see how we do. Oh.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
The film's latest success daily funds. The film is currently paid off for the team. From a publicity perspective, we've already received media requests to speak to Ian close to the film's scheduled release date. There we go. Got a boost from The Star is Born on both sides. Who we're watching on looks like a historic history as she approaches her first start behind the wheel of an F1.
History is made here today as Callie Mayor, Connor Sport's latest signing, becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race.
What a moment! I've got goosebumps. Now, for those of you wondering at home, only a handful of women have entered at least one Grand Prix over the years, but none have even had the opportunity to qualify since 1992. Italy's Giovanna Amati, for those of you wondering. So today is very much a new dawn here in Baku.
And Mayor was impressive in qualifying, so let's see what the Grand Prix has in store for her.
Yeah, I have to say, it is quite a tight-knit pack out there. Fierce competition all round. I really wouldn't want to call this one.
Indeed. We've seen some brilliant driving here today, especially from young Callie Mayor. She seems to have made the transition to F1 as if she was born for it.
Okay, Callie, really good start. Keep it up.
I'm not finished yet.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Is it a car back?